Jesus, he could hold the universe, but gave it up to float in the womb of a maiden. Do you understand that God entered the world as a babe, and he didn't come as a flash of light, and he didn't come as an unapproachable conqueror, but instead he came as one whose first cries were heard by a simple peasant girl and a tired carpenter. It's as if God tapped humanity on its collective shoulder and interrupted everything and said, "Pardon me." And on that day, eternity interrupted time. On that day, divinity interrupted carnality. And heaven interrupted earth in the form of a baby. It was on that day that Christianity was born in one big heavenly interruption. It was on that day that the Messiah of the world, Jesus, was born.
You are my soul's refrain. I worship you. You have the sweetest name. You are my soul's refrain. I worship you.
God entered the world wrapped in flesh. His life rerouted history. His birth would change history. Let me ask you a question. If you were God, would you nurse from a breast? Would you be clothed in a diaper? I wouldn't, but Christ did.
I worship you. You have the sweetest name. You are my soul's refrain. I worship you.
He went from commanding angels to sleeping in straw, from holding the stars of the heaven to clutching the finger of his human mother. When God saw the size of the womb, he could have stopped. When he saw how fragile and tiny he would be, he could have stopped. When he saw how hungry he would be, he could have stopped. But when he entered that stinky manger, he could have stopped. At any point, Jesus could have said, "That's it. That's enough. I'm going home." But he didn't. He didn't because he is love. He didn't because he loved us, and he didn't because he knew the Word needed to become flesh. God needed to become a man to redeem all men. And there in a manger, a babe cried in the night, and the very hope of the world was born. That same baby would die the death of a sinner, although he was perfect, for you and me, because he loved us and he wanted change for us, intimacy. There was no other way to fix a broken world but to enter it. So God wrapped himself in skin and walked the streets of a broken humanity. On that day, hope was born. Do you understand that God entered the world as a babe? The very hope of the world.